Good afternoon, everybody. At the outset, let me thank Oakbrook Business School for giving me this platform and opportunity, privilege to be here with all of you this afternoon. I'm a little late, so I regret for this. My co-speakers on the dais, Shraddha ma'am, Director ma'am. The theme that you have chosen for today's conference, today and tomorrow, is again very contemporary, and it needs focus like this, academic focus, participation by students, faculty alike. I'll be deliberating and discussing with you on innovative business practices with a special reference to finance and how to make your innovative ideas practical solutions and how to make it accessible to people at large. Here, if you look at the theme, it has 4 layers: innovation, business, practice, and if I touch upon my own theme, that is finance. So here we have 4 layers where we can discuss this concept: innovation, business, practice, and finance. Now, how do we understand innovation? What is innovation? If you look at and refer to the dictionary meaning, innovation is something new, which was not there before. Something which you create, something which you bring in existence apart from whatever you have presently. If I refer to Joseph Schumpeter's definition of the word innovation, he used 2 words: creative destruction. If you understand these 2 terminologies, they are antithesis of each other. One is creation, the other is destruction. So creative destruction is a concept which is befitting to innovation. You are creating something which was not there before. It is possible that your creation, your innovation might outdo something which is already under practice. So that is the basic ideology of innovation. Now, what do we understand by the word business? All of you are doing your masters in business administration. So business, normally we understand it is for-profit activities, an activity which we undertake for generating money or generating profit for ourselves or for the companies for which we work. A practice can also be not for profit, but here we will confine ourselves for those activities which we would like to undertake for profit. So innovation, and second layer is business, and third layer is practice. We use this word very casually. Practice. What do you do? I mean, if I look at my own profession, many professionals are in practice. So they have their own independent practice. But how do we understand this terminology? How do we understand the word practice? If I refer to Oxford Dictionary to understand the meaning of the word practice, let me quote from Oxford Dictionary. It says, it defines the word like this: practice means actual application or use of an idea, belief, or method as opposed to theories relating to it. So practice defines and demarcates theory and what actually you apply. So it is not only innovation, but innovation has to be applied. Where you have to apply in your business or whatever activities you are doing. So practice is actual application of method, process, or innovation. And our fourth layer is finance, because in order to do anything, particularly in business, you need money to do it. And money is the crux of business. You undertake for profit activities, you undertake business activities to generate money, to earn for yourself, to earn for others also. So that is the fourth layer of today's deliberation. And if we discuss money, then I would like to quote once again Adam Smith, the original author or creator of an economics theory, Wealth of Nations. And what he says like this: money, says the proverb, makes money. Money begets money. You can generate money out of money when you have got a little. So if you have little money, it is often easy to get more money. If you have little money, maybe you can park somewhere, invest somewhere, you can generate interest, profit out of those amount which you might have invested. So it is often easy to get more if you have a little money. The great difficulty is to get that little. The difficulty, the barrier is to generate that little money. That's what Adam Smith advises us, how to create wealth and how the wealth of nations are created. We are in a scenario, we are in a world which is actually very, very dynamic. It is changing at lightning speed. And if I look back at the history of the world scenario, innovation, you will find, is not a new phenomena. It is not something that which is occurring currently, or it is not something that it is occurring only in your time or in my time. Innovation has been, or innovation have been in practice. Human race or humans have evolved. What you and I see ourselves today, we have evolved at this time, at this age, after imbibing or due to various innovations since ages. Human history is dotted, or it is full of innovative ideas, innovation, or innovative practices. And all these practices coming together, we are finding ourselves in the innovative age today. Innovation has been there for ages together. It is discussed very often now, but it is not that innovation is something very recent. No, we have been innovating, and the time where we are living now demands that we can be more and more innovative, so that we can be of use to our own business, to our own companies, to our own community, and to our own nation. The next question that we have is, how do we perceive this innovation? Innovation has been here for many years, ages, I would say. How do we perceive innovation? Normally, what we understand innovation, I mean, if I talk to people of your generation, innovation would be something like a new mobile device, or a device operated or empowered or enhanced through some technology or technological assistance or through some artificial intelligence. That is the only innovation that we look at. I mean, that's the general perception that we have, that this is what innovation is, because we can immediately correlate ourselves. If I take my mobile phone in my hand, then I will say that yes, this is an innovative product. But can I say this pencil is an innovative product? It was earlier when it was invented. So it is also out of innovation. I don't think our early ancestors, they were writing with pencils. They were writing and marking in the caves, and then gradually we found out the usage of the materials, the wood and the material that go into the manufacturing of pencils. So it was an innovation in those years. In our times, we have innovation like mobile phones, laptops, artificial intelligence. So what we perceive that's the only innovation. But innovation has a very large spectrum. So we have to understand where actually I can fit or my organization can fit. Innovation is not only product, it can be also process. I think Sir was mentioning that in Google, they are giving you 2 hours a day or 2 hours a week only to spend or provide you the space to think about how you can improve upon the processes, how you can improve upon the features of Gmail which you are using, or how you can improve upon the features of Google Drive or Google Groups, and a lot of things they are, but that is only innovation in process. You can have innovation in product also. If I look at the sectoral space where innovation is very, very vibrant, very, very dynamic, pharmaceutical is one of the sectors. Then we have health, which is also undergoing a lot of innovations. You are finding automobile, you are finding a lot of innovative activities, a lot of innovative devices, manufacturing processes. We have aviation, flying industry, aviation industry, a lot of innovations, a lot of new materials, manufacturing happening, sports equipments. The other day I was reading an article in National Geography. The swimming costume that you normally find has undergone a huge change. If you look at the costumes which are being put on by the Olympic players, those costumes are designed in a way that provides aerodynamic mechanism to the swimmers while they are actually jumping and swimming into the swimming pool. So those innovations are happening at sports, in sports sector also, hotels, banking and financial services. Of course, all of us are familiar with banking applications, mobile applications that we have on our mobile phones to transact our banking transactions. Construction sector, that is also undergoing a lot of innovations. Wearable technology, we have another segment coming up where we have innovations providing us technology that we can put on our bodies. And if I'm not sure whether you have read that book or not, but Inferno, if you go through that book, the technology prediction of the author is that in coming times, in future, innovation would be something, the technology would be something that would be residing inside our body. So that is how we are progressing. So innovation is happening day in and day out. So wearable technology is another sector where a lot of innovations are happening. Information sharing, a lot of social media platforms, all of us, I would include myself also, hooked on to Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or what other platforms, I think YouTube and a lot of other platforms are available. So that is the innovation happening in information sharing sector and education sector. That is also a sector which is beaming and teeming with a lot of innovations. I'll be a little brief. So that is also a sector. I'm not sure whether you have gone through an app which you can actually have it on your mobile, Class Central or Coursera, which provides you world-class curriculum at your mobile screen, on your mobile screen, where I can enroll myself in a course being run by Yale University in United States or by London University or London School of Economics if I'm interested. So that is also there where a lot of innovation is happening. So if we want to be innovative, we have to understand the dynamics of the spectrum of innovation, how we can be innovative either in process or in product. Many people are gifted with a lot of new ideas, so you can commercialize those ideas and be innovative. So we have to connect all these dots in order to practice innovation either in business or in your personal life. Even in academic sector, a lot of innovations are made available, and they have changed the way we teach, the way we learn, the way we actually practice. So here are a few real life stories. I'll be a little brief, and how this innovation can touch your life and my life, how we can touch lives of many million people through very, as I think sir used the word, grassroots level. Innovation happens at the grassroots level. Innovation happening at grassroots level, they help us, they help community, they help people to improve their lives. So, there is one interesting story. A student like you and like me, I consider myself as a student. Of course, I'm still standing on the other side of the podium. But this is a story. You can find it out on the website. I have given the link also, featuring on BBC website, a story from Africa, story of a student finding out solution to local problems. So it is not that innovation is only in my mobile, innovation is only in my laptop, innovation is only in my the other gadgets which I use. Here is a story from Africa, Uganda, country which is again a disturbed territory. But here also people are trying to find solutions to the basic needs of people. This student has come up with a very, very innovative product which he has named it as a Sparky dryer, to do with food wastage in Africa. Anyway, I think all of us are aware about food crisis in Africa and other parts of the world. This dryer, very crude way he has designed, he has not yet commercialized, I believe, but this dryer can actually help you prevent the food wastage, and that food can be stored for a longer time, can be used for feeding 1,000 more people. There is another story again from Africa. This video also you can check out on the link which I'll be leaving here, and the product which is designed here is Lion Lights. Lion Lights help people protect their kettles from attacks of lions. It also helps protect the lands. There is always man-animal, wild-man conflict. And if you look at the terrain of Africa, it is dotted with territories where you find a lot of lions. So this gentleman, this young boy, has come up with an idea which actually helps prevent the attack of lions on their cows, on their goats, on their sheep, so that the animals are protected, the domestic animals are protected. At the same time, since the wildcat is remaining away from the villages, there is direct prevention of man-animal conflict. So that also helps protecting the lions. The lions remain away from the human habitation. So that is again a very interesting. It actually, I found it very very casually. I was just browsing through my Facebook page, and there was a video again uploaded by BBC. So very nice video clip. I think you can discuss this in your class also later on, but then that will give you an idea what can be an innovation. Is it only the sleek gadgets that can be categorized as innovation, or that this kind of grassroots innovations that can be categorized as innovations? Two more stories from our own country. There was a very nice Facebook advertisement in the newspaper. Unfortunately, I do not have the snapshot of the advertisement, but by using the Facebook platform, people are actually generating business out of it. Those who are familiar with Kerala background, of course, the state is currently facing huge challenge of floods, but the women in Kerala, they put on the floral ornaments or the floral ornamental decoration in the hair. Now this lady, unfortunately I could not bring the snapshot, but this lady is now marketing that floral garland across India, selling the garlands by using the technological platform. by using the platform provided by Facebook. If you are there on Facebook, the border doesn't bother you because you become borderless when you are on a social media platform. So that is innovative process, innovative practice, which this lady, she might not have undergone an MBA course, but still she is using the platform and marketing her floral products across India. There is another website. Maybe you can note down the website, Woopler, if we want to pronounce it. The website provides platform to you and to me, which can be used to open your own online store. We are familiar with Amazon.in, we are familiar with Flipkart, we are familiar with Snapdeal, we are familiar with ShopClose and many more. But I'm not sure whether any one of you have heard about this website. Woopler is a web platform which provides you an opportunity to become an owner of an online store and start selling the product, getting paid for the efforts that you make, and thus generating either additional income or income per se, if we say like that, for you and for your family. So that is another innovation, product and process innovation happening in and around us. The only thing is either we have to be part of it or we have to capitalize the opportunity that we get through innovation, innovative practices and innovative business model. One more point and then I'll close. The fourth layer of our discussion today is finance, how to raise finance for your innovative practice or for your innovation. If I talk about Woopler, there is no investment. It is a zero investment online store. Maybe you can try in your own time. But here I would like to quote, when we discuss about finance, I would like to rather bring to this audience the story of Professor Muhammad Yunus from Bangladesh. He started I think last week his interview was featured either in Times of India or in Indian Express. He started the concept of microfinance. And when I talk about microfinance, if you look at the documentary on YouTube, then you will find, or you can look at the documentary or the story on Grameen's website. Grameen is located in our neighboring country, Bangladesh, but the model is being replicated across the world. They started, Professor Muhammad Yunus is also winner of Nobel Peace Prize. He started, you know what was the finance that he made? $27. That was his first microfinance venture. If I convert it into rupee, I don't think it will be a very, very big amount. $27 multiplied by 72 rupees, the current exchange ratio. So that is a very small amount. He started with that small amount, financed little venture. What was his first finance? He was financing some poor people outside the university campus, making some cane products, some local artisan products, and out of that idea, the entire concept of Grameen has evolved. The same concept has also been replicated in India, Africa, and other parts of the world. A lot of entities are now coming up to, because if you are innovative, a traditional banking channel would be little apprehensive to provide you finance. Either you have to finance your innovation or innovative idea through your own funds, or you have to approach somebody else to fund your innovation. So that is the fourth layer. It is again a very wider spectrum to understand the entire concept of innovation, practice, business, and then to with financial perspective. But I'm just leaving this audience with these few thoughts. Innovation can happen at grassroots level. Again, to reiterate our sir, as he pointed out, it can happen at grassroots level. It can be something beyond your sleek gadgets. You can practice it. That means you can actually apply the innovation in your business or in your own life. Third is you can actually make it into a profit generating activity, not only for you but for others. You can give employment to others also through your innovative business ideas. And fourthly, you can start from a very small amount of fund. Business does not necessarily mean that you have to be a Reliance overnight, you have to be Adani overnight, you have to be Infosys overnight. No, that is not the idea of business. Business starts at the bottom of the pyramid, and then gradually you build upon the innovative idea that you have. So before I close, once again, I would like to quote Adam Smith once again, the quotation. Let us remind ourselves what he said: money makes money. So here, when you are learning business, the basic idea of learning business is to make money. So money makes money. When you have got a little, it is often easy to get more. The great difficulty is to get that little money. So let us resolve today, let us decide that we will try to breach that barrier to earn that little extra money, and then allow money to multiply for our own betterment and the betterment of the community, betterment of the country, and betterment of the world at large. I will leave this with the last slide. I do not know whether you can spot any innovation in this slide. The slide itself speaks about breaking the barriers of languages. The world is divided into multiple, multilingual community fraternity. Same word, thank you, repeated in number of languages. But let me tell you, let me remind you, innovation is happening in this front also. People are coming out with such technological assistance where you can break the barriers of languages. Maybe you can speak directly to a German, because I think we were talking about an international innovation seminar. If I can directly speak to a German through technological assistance, I can directly speak to a Frenchman through technological assistance. So innovation is happening to make us enable connect with people of different languages. So that's why I think I chose this last I mean, I didn't have a lot of slides to present. Time was limited. Time is limited, of course, for all of us. But this also reminds us that this can be also an innovative practices. I can spot for you, I think, merci, that is the French word for thank you. Danke, that is the German word for thank you. Gracias, that's a Spanish word or Italian word for thank you. There is, can I have my mobile, please? Thank you. We are actually addicted to this device, including you and me. This is, I do not know whether you can spot here this Duolingo, that is the mobile app, which actually helps you and me to understand different languages. Of course, language is my personal hobby also, but what I wanted to bring to this audience is that innovation is not confined only to only to business activities. Innovation can happen in any kind of spectrum that we may think about. You are all fruitful minds, young minds, so better capture this opportunity, capture the opportunity that Oakbrook has provided you today, tomorrow, and during the curriculum that you will be going through as part of your MBA program. Capture the opportunity, think something innovative, try to practice innovation, and try to establish yourself as an innovator. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity today.